Hey guys, it's Jag! Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Arkham Asylum. Now, last time, I left you on a little bit of a cliffhanger kind of out of necessity. Looks like we've got a dead body here and looks kind of familiar. Also, I think we're being taunted, so let's go check this out.
Joker must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bull's trail stops here.
Yeah, it turns out that I want to say he got what he deserved, but that seems kind of like a bad fate even for him. I think he got Joker toxined. Clear out these... Oh, who is this?
Hear me, Batman? I know you can. Yes, it is I, Edward Nygma,
Oh, no.
the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Well, now we have been formally introduced to the Riddler challenges of this game, or at least the riddles and the trophies and all the little hidden things that he wants us to find. This one's actually fairly simple. Don't cut myself on the sharply observed portrait? Well, here's a portrait of Warden Sharp. So, let's scan it in.
So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective. I, Edward Nygma, have placed a dazzling selection of challenges and puzzles around Arkham. Can you solve them all? Will you find all my trophies? Are you ready to give up? Your puny mind is no match for my own.
So, here we have the Riddler's Challenge tab of our pause menu, and you can see all the different challenges that he has left for us to find. We have some Riddler trophies that we need to find. We have the Chronicle of Arkhams that we need to locate. We have Joker teeth that we need to smash. We have riddles to solve. And we have these, which are patient interview tapes, which are scattered around the asylum, and they offer a little bit of insight into the different patients of Arkham City. Arkham Asylum. I will get it right eventually, guys, trust me. And this is something that's a little bit special. Now, he taunts you when you get it, but you kind of don't have a choice if you're going to 100% the game, or at least 100% story mode. There are roughly usually about 30 of these per area, so you can see that there's probably about 8 areas that we're going to go to. Some of them are a little bit more, some of them have a little bit less, but we are going to solve them all. And before I go talk to this friendly little fellow here, there's actually 2 riddles in this room that we can solve right now, or at least 2 of his challenges that we can do. One is a riddle, and the other is one of the interview tapes. I believe the interview tape is in this room somewhere. They do glow a little bit. I think it's over here under the light, so it doesn't glow as much.
Harleen Quinzel?
Call me Harley. Everyone does.
I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now, these are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. 1 or 2 of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
So yeah, a lot of these patients have 5 interview tapes, and we're going to be listening to them as we go through the game. Usually there is 1 patient per major area, so all of the interview tapes in here I believe will deal with Harley Quinn. And then there will be a new super criminal when we go to the next area. Also in detective mode, you briefly saw this. a nice hidden question mark. Whenever you see one of these question marks, there is a little circle nearby, and you have to figure out the right angle to line them up and scan them in. If you don't do it right, you get that message. And it's a little bit tricky. I'm actually not a fan of these. There we go.
Too full of yourself, Dark Knight. It only gets harder from here.
So yeah, you also have to hunt for his hidden question marks, which are honestly my least favorite of the Riddler challenges, because some of them are just asinine, really. I can't think of a better way to put it. They're not all that fun, and they're actually worse in Arkham City. Like, in Arkham Asylum, they're tolerable. They get really, really bad in Arkham City. Enough of that. I'm not trying to scan in a solution. Let's go talk to this guy. We are leaving behind a few trophies. I'm gonna get them later. I considered going down to get them now, but I don't want to climb up the elevator shaft again, so we'll get them at another time.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Was Bowles alone?
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing everyone in the room. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good. He was scum.
Well, don't hide your feelings, dude. But, yeah,
sorry,
that
buddy.
was what was happening while I was playing our very first bio for, Batman. And that kind of segues into the next thing I want to talk about. So far, you guys have been really... We can't get to this yet. We need to be able to blow up this wall. We don't have the right gadget. You guys have been really kind, and nothing but positive words for the first 2 episodes of this Let's Play, and I am super grateful for it. I was really excited to be able to do his story thing and the bios and seeing how you guys responded to it. And you guys really liked it as much as I hoped you would. And I look forward to doing a lot more as we go through this Let's Play. So, one thing that I should point out. Whenever you enter a room, sometimes a riddle will pop up, sometimes they won't. You can always reference the riddles here. So Top Hat and Tails is the only dress code for this party in the north. That was the poster of the Iceberg Lounge that I showed you guys in the first or second episode that we didn't get at the time, because I wanted to be able to show off the riddle associated with it. This is the riddle associated with it. We'll go back and get that later. There is another one here. I think it's... Is it this one? Is it this one that's flashing? Okay, so maybe they flash at you when in the room.
Jack about Gotham. Tune in to find out.
You don't know Jack about Gotham? Well...
This is the voice of your new master. Oh, hang on. I skipped a bit.
Here's a radio that's tuned into Jack Ryder.
I'm in control of Arkham Island, and you can all consider it out of bounds. If I see any lawmen, vigilantes, or do-gooders in tights coming this way, I'll start detonating random bombs around the city. What'll it be? A kindergarten? A hospital? A billionaire's mansion? Oh, choices.
All access to the island has been restricted. Airspace is closed off, and early reports suggest that Batman himself is trapped on the island. We'll be right here, reporting live on any developments. Back to the studio.
So by solving those riddles, you unlock usually a character bio. We got one for Jack Ryder. Let's take a look. Jack Ryder is an investigative reporter turned controversial talk show host, well known for his aggressive manner and his determination to get to the truth. What his viewers don't realize is that he's also the Creeper, a garishly colored vigilante who Ryder can, with effort, turn into at will. Although at that point, the Creeper's manic personality takes over. The Creeper is usually on the side of good and just barely on the side of sanity. The Creeper is... I believe he actually gets control over the Creeper, and it's kind of a Gotham's answer to the Question, if that makes sense. Like, he does the same thing that the Question does, only he's more insane. He's really an interesting kind of anti-hero, I think is the best way to describe him. But yeah, you guys have been really positive about the bios, and I will be doing more as we go forward. Trust me, I've got a lot to talk about with this series. I just wanted to take some time, and a little bit awkwardly thank you, but thank you nonetheless. Alright, we're finally out of intensive treatment, I believe. Through this maintenance hatchway, and I think we might... Ooh, I'm stuck on wires. There we go. Batman needs to lay off the bat snacks. Get a little bit fat. Man, what do you think Batman's diet is like? It's got to be so strict and so standard, like no variant at all, just to be able to keep that physique. I've always kind of wondered what Batman would eat on a daily basis. I think he did have steak in the animated series once or twice, but maybe that was a special treat. And we're broken out, and we're in Arkham East, so I need to scroll down a little bit here. And get a nice panoramic here. This place looks honestly amazing. One of the complaints that people had about Return to Arkham Asylum versus the original is that Return to Arkham Asylum is actually, and I think this is about all of the Return to games, they're considered environmentally lighter. Like, this place is not as dark as the original is, but I'm kind of grateful for that sometimes.
Every thug, villain, murderer, and kindergarten teacher that isn't carrying out party orders should head there now and smash it to pieces.
Uh-oh. Looks like Joker has bad plans for our car.
Oracle, disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham Mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
Hooray! We have a world map. And there's our car. We'll be going to that in a moment. First off, Riddler trophies. Let's snag a few of these while we can. I think there is also another one. Oop. That's not the button I wanted. Character trophy for Frank Bowles. Batman, would you like to run? Thank you. Hey, there's another one around here. Actually, there it is. Hidden in the dirt.
That was one of the easy ones.
Yeah, he taunts you a lot. But it's funny, as you keep solving his challenges, he gets more and more desperate. And actually, as the game goes on, or at least the series goes on, he gets a lot more insane as Batman keeps besting him. In this case, Batman is doing it to keep him talking so that he can get a lock on the Riddler signal and let the police know. Well, in Arkham City, Riddler takes that very personally, and he ends up doing something a little bit more depraved. And when Batman bests him there, he does something more depraved even than that. And here's another Riddler trophy.
A challenge completed. Can you do more?
I can. I think I'm going to look for a few of them. There are a bunch of them on the roof. So let's snag at least the ones on the roof before we continue on. I'm doing this mostly by memory because if I pull up the Riddler's challenges, well, there's not as many as I thought there were going to be. Okay. Some of these we won't have access to without gadgets, but the ones on the roof we should be able to get. The legacy of the island has been well and truly buried. I'm probably going to talk over these. My challenges appear to those with the correct position in life. Gotham's greatest family towers over the city. We can solve these 3 riddles right now. Let's see here. I believe the correct position in life. Anytime that he talks about a position, he's talking about aligning one of his Riddler question marks. And I believe the one we're looking for is around here. Might need to go up a little bit higher. Let's see if I can find the area that I want to map. I want this. Oop, no, I don't want to go to the car. The question mark, I believe, is in this big square that we're in front of. So let's get up higher. Height is usually the answer to most of these challenges, at least in Arkham Asylum. So is there a place that I can grapple up? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't. Oh no! Is this the courtyard I'm looking for? No, but there is a trophy down there. I'll go get. I might have to come back to this one.
So what was it that gave it away? The big green glowing question mark?
Hey, dude, you're the one who designed these, not me. They are really cool, though. I would love... I'm sure somebody's done it on Etsy or something. I would love to have, like, one of these as a lamp. I think it'd make a really cool lamp. I know that someone on Etsy has done Riddler's cane. Like his cane from Batman Forever, I think it is. The one with Uma Thurman and Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And they also did his cane from this, or from not from this game, but from Arkham City. I would love to have one of those as a walking stick. They look really cool. Let's see here. Done a pretty good. Ah, there we go. There's the question mark I was looking for. It was in the square. So we need to find the dot. Ah, is this it? Or is that just a stain? No, that can't be it. We can't get a good enough alignment. So do we need to be up higher or lower? You can only see the paint in detective mode, just saying. So don't even bother doing this without looking around in detective mode. It might help you out to get a little bit of perspective on what you're trying to find. But you're not going to be able to solve the puzzle without being in detective mode. Now where would a circle be? I swear that is the closest thing I've found to a circle, but that can't be it. Also, it glows a little bit more than that thing does. So, let's see here. Here it is. Right here. I knew it was around here. Let's line this up. Not gonna waste too much more time with this. I do want to get to our car.
You are performing
nice.
Just below my predicted expectations.
Alright,
At
let's
this
go
rate,
do...
You'll never beat me.
Let's go do the other... It's going to take me a while not to hold down R3 to run because I'm pretty sure that's what I do in Resident Evil. But there are 2 riddles that we can do. The legacy of this island is well and truly buried. Well, we found an open grave right here. Whose is it? I believe this is the answer. If I can face it and get that might be too close. Can I scan it in from here? I don't want to be in detective mode. Subject obscured. Okay, so that means that we're in the right place, but it doesn't think we're looking at the right thing. Alright, maybe I do have to zoom in. Alright, it's not that. Ah, here we go. Now we can see the text. Let's see, which one do we want? Let's try here? No? Alright. Maybe this is not the right grave. Thought it was. Maybe we're not looking at the right thing. Might come back to this one when I figure it out. I'm doing something wrong here and I'm not sure what. But we can solve this riddle right here. Right over there. Let's refresh your memory. Gotham's greatest family towers over the city. Well, there's Wayne Enterprises towering over the city. That one's easy. Dude, I literally just started, and we get Bruce Wayne's character bio. We already kind of went through this. In fact, I was kind of inspired a little bit by this. But yeah, born into the wealthy Wayne family, Bruce Wayne blah blah blah, finally returning to take up the mantle of the Dark Knight. Facts: Bruce Wayne, CEO, philanthropist, base of operations, and all of his attributes. Already went through most of these. Trained to physical and mental peak, arsenal of gadgets, vehicle and advanced technology, inventor, detective, great genius level intellect. You guys can read this if you really want. Pause the game. But pretty much I've gone through all of that, and we've earned our next upgrade. Let's see. Do I want more health, or do I want... Doubles the power of normal combo strikes when strikes are timed perfectly. Increases combo score by times 2 for each strike, allowing for quicker activation of special combo moves. I am terrible at these, but I feel like if I'm doing this on hard mode, the earlier I get the critical combos, the better. Because a lot of those special combo moves, if I can get practiced and pull them off, they really, really make combat a lot easier. And usually, on most of my casual playthroughs, I end up... Are you armed? Shit. Oh no, you're a guard. Okay, good. I end up saving the critical strikes for last. Usually I try to get... Okay, these guys are armed. I try to get as much health as possible. And then I save all the fighting stuff for later. But I'm not going to be able to do that now. I'm going to need to drop behind this guy and crouch. If you hold X before you hit the ground, he will hold his cape out to glide a little bit, and that reduces the amount of noise he makes while he's landing, but these guys can't hear me anyway. Now we can head for our car. Yeah, they look like they're doing a number on it. What do we got? Tweedledum and Tweedledee saw it. Can you see it? We'll solve that probably next time. Right now, we kind of have our car to save. Hey, would you guys mind not doing that? Okay, big groups like this might be a problem until I get used to not having the countering marker. Especially when they have things to hit me with. I don't have any special combo moves yet, but you can see there I did get a couple of critical strikes in, which is really good. And critical strikes do extra damage if I remember correctly. It rewards people for not spamming the combat moves because that's really easy to succeed at lower difficulties at least. And this is their answer to, hey, if you want a bit more control over your combat and you want to be rewarded for being better at it, combo strikes are your answer. Awesome. Our car still looks like
explosive
shit.
gel in the trunk of the Batmobile. I may need it.
I bet I will. We've already passed some places where I can use it. But we get our first gadget upgrade. Or our first secondary gadget, I guess. Explosive gel. Can be used to destroy structural weaknesses around Arkham. Warning, explosions may harm bystanders. I don't believe it will ever hurt Batman, but it can be useful in combat.
Harley trashed the car. Looks like there was a scuffle. I need to search the area around the Batmobile. There could be a clue as to where she took Gordon.
A lot of your special combat moves, or a lot of your gadgets, will have uses in combat. And the explosive gel move lets Batman do a neat little flip, and he'll plant it on the ground, and then he can detonate that and stun and knock down any of his opponents. It's actually something that I use a lot. Let's see, I'm looking for something in particular unique to Gordon, and I believe it's close to the car. I'm looking for his pipe. The one thing that I don't like sometimes is how small the, there it is, the item that you're looking for can be.
This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave it.
But once you find it, you only need to find one usually.
Wild country. Gordon's favorite tobacco. Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow. Oracle, I found a pipe. It has your father's initials carved on it.
It was a birthday gift I gave him last year. There's no way he'd leave it.
Exactly. He's left me a trail to follow. He's alive, Barbara.
Well, that's always good news, and we'll start following this new trail next time, guys. Thanks for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it a whole lot. If you guys liked what you saw today, leave me that little thumbs up down below. It really helps the channel out and always makes me feel really good about myself and keep wanting to put up these videos. If you're new to the channel and you liked what you saw and you want to see more, click the subscribe button. I try to upload at least once to twice a day. And if you want to have any tips, tricks, or hints, or you just want to talk Batman, leave me a comment down below. Thanks again for coming out and watching, and you guys have a great day. Later!